Ryan Mitchell Chastles, also known as Freddie Dredd. Born on September 19, 1997 in Canada, Freddie Dredd will make a name for himself in the Soundcloud world, with him creating a huge subgenre based around his style, making him one of the most unique artists in the hip-hop underground world. His style consists of mixing lo-fi sounds or samples and incorporating them with heavy beats and dark lyrics. But let's dive back a bit to 2015, where he will begin his career. Freddie Dredd will begin his career at the age of 18, but not as Freddie Dredd, but instead his producer tag Ryan C. He started by putting out his instrumentals on Soundcloud 6 years ago, and his first one being Sony. He will continue to post more beats to his SoundCloud, with his cover arts being around the hit TV show The Office, before moving on to collaborating with other artists like Kilo's Choices, and yeah, let's just forget that ever happened. Later on, he would actually take on the hold of his rapper name Freddie Dredd, but still kept his other name Ryan C in order to pursue both paths of musician and producer, which in the end worked out very well for him. His first official song with his pseudonym Freddie Dredd will be called Red Foreman.
Ryan C.
During that time, he would join the record label Doom Shop, a fairly unknown record label at the time, and you may not have heard of them before, but you may have heard them from the names through Freddie Dredd's songs.
Don't act like you don't know. Big Nasty said don't fuck up the bass. If you don't know my crew by now, then rude by Doom Shop, motherfucker. If you don't know my crew.
Freddie Dredd would frequently collab with other artists under Doom Shop's labels like MC Holocaust. He would later then on release 2 EPs, both of them mostly just beats and instrumentals, which I do want to talk about how in the cover arts he features the Fall Out Boy, which reflects a lot about his love towards the Fallout games, and it becomes more evident in his live streams. However, one song that would closely resemble what his user style is now will be called Taking a Risk, produced by Genshin. Whilst his other songs features a much more quieter Freddie Dredd, and let's be honest, his early beats were confusing to say the least, this one sounds to me more familiar, like it would seem like Freddie Dredd would actually post this type of song nowadays. And I really, at the time, dig the whole lo-fi style vibe from the song, with an aggressive attitude from Freddie. However, to create and establishing a style for himself, and that most viewers have never really actually heard before. In fact, the song that came from this was from the album 8 Ball's Players. And I would highly recommend this album for anyone who's a fan of Freddie Dredd, because his menacing lo-fi style continues to expand his album, and this is even before he blew up to mainstream success. Then his new album Dredd comes out. Released in 2017 and distributed by Doom Shop labels, this album would really expand his fan base. He brings in the same energy from 8 Ball's Players, but now with Freddie Dredd taking over the whole entire album, with his pseudonym Ryan C coming into play. And the whole album is just a banger to listen to. Need a Hit, Break, Hate Your Guts, and others are just a joy to listen to, with Freddie Dredd's aggressive tone, performance, and logo play, and Ryan C's unique use of samplings and creates a mood throughout the songs. This album essentially made Ryan C and Freddie Dredd a household name in the SoundCloud world, and a duo to not mess with. Let's go ahead and move a little bit forward to his next hit song on SoundCloud, La Madroge.
Qui depuis s'en est allé, on a rangé les vacances. I'll tell you what, motherfucker, I'm a creep up in your dome and leave your penis on the motherfucking floor.
Now, instead of his lo-fi style beat, which he still uses to this day, he does a new style, or let's say a very uncommon style that hasn't been used, vintage sampling, which is basically Freddie sampling old foreign songs and incorporating them into the beat. This new style of Freddie will be beloved by many fans, despite its new change of style. Even the cover art for his songs will now be distinct because these covers now include the 60s vibe era with a woman in front of the cover, conveying the vintage vibe in relation to the music as well. The covers changed from a vintage style woman to an edgy and emo girl to a hipster Asians. Honestly, I just like to think that the reason why he's doing this is because his preference on women changes. Now, I have already mentioned the countless songs and albums that have blown up on SoundCloud and grew Freddie Dredd's fan base, but nothing but a little bit of hope comes into play.
Fuck with me, no you don't. Freddie gonna let you hope. That's the hope you fucking don't. Now go along and tie that rope.
Released in September 18, 2017, the song destroyed any other song that Freddie has released, getting around 2.8 million plays, and my god, it's such a good song. But in that same year, Evil Fantasy was released as well. My god, I would never think it's possible to include Bob Ross audio as a sample, but that's why it has such a legendary status to this day, as I can't think of another song that includes this Bob Ross as a sample, and with 2.6 million plays, it still holds up Freddie's legacy until he would blow up again, but not only on SoundCloud, but on TikTok.
Não vai não. Agora que esse som tá ficando bom. Daqui não vai não. Oh, daqui não vai não.
Oppo, released in April 27, 2018, is such an insanely great song, with an amazing intro, which the sample was from CeeLo by David, and the aggressiveness from the beat to the vocals to the lyrics makes this, in my opinion, a classic from Freddie standards. With on Spotify, it has been played 55 million times, but that song gets instantly destroyed by Freddie Dredd's next hit, Cha Cha, which was released on March 22nd, 2019.
Tocar meu corpo sensual. Quero ouvir você chamar.
Damn, son, these bitches want some. Hey, Freddie, can I, no, bitch, you fucking dumb.
The song, to put in short, just makes you feel so fucking relaxed and confident, and I love the vibe I'm getting from the song. The song will capture over 83 million plays, and the reason for both of these songs to blow was because of course of TikTok in the early 2019. But the thing is, it's not the entire song is being played, it's just the intro, which I mean, yeah, these intros are really fantastic, but I feel like people were missing out on the rest of the song. But both of these songs did help Freddie Dredd become mainstream to the world. But did that stop him from making less great songs? Fuck no. Oh darling, you know, Mita Rita, GTG, Viva No Mia's, Killing on Demand, Weather, and much more, such bangers to listen to. This also includes the two new albums, Friday Pack 1, which offers a different yet similar vibe from the rest of his songs, and it's such a joy to listen to. And his latest album, released in 2020, Suffer, being another amazing EP with songs like Darko and Devil's Work being one of my favorites in the album. Accompanying with these songs are these well-made and creative music videos that match up with the edgy lyrics. Freddie Dredd right now has 3.2 million listeners per month, almost 100k followers on SoundCloud, and his newly established channel reaching upwards of 270k subscribers and over 50 million views. You may have also noticed that his songs have been quite popular in the AMV communities as well, especially with songs being featured by the insanely talented group of editors Trash. His songs have been mainly used in vlogs as well. Most notably, Freddie Dredd's songs have been entirely used in one vlog from the popular edgy Australian group The Misfits. Furthermore, with Freddie Dredd, he has collaborated with other artists as well, but most notably Matt Watson, which both of them created the hilarious and fantastic song No Not November. In fact, this led to Matt Watson inviting Freddie Dredd to the epic NCP, which consists of Swagger Soul and Fitz. Freddie Dredd of Weinstein has made such a big impact into into the mainstream world and the underground world as well, on TikTok and on Soundcloud. Whilst it might be a while until we get another album from Freddie Dredd, I still declare him as one of the most unique rappers around. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.